I can't have you on the outsourcing and scaling show without talking more about
Yeah.
hiring. You guys have hired a ton of people for your Amazon business, for Seller Tradecraft. What are some hiring tips? What have you learned from hiring all these people? I'm assuming that you've made some great hires, some bad hires. Give me some lessons there.
Yeah, man, we have so many. Yeah, we have like 70 employees now. So yeah, we've made probably every mistake possible, and I'm sure there's still more that are coming. But yeah, I mean, I would say, especially as it relates to outsourcing, I think in the beginning we had too kind of low of expectations, and I think, and that's where like I think like working with like a company like FreeUp is really awesome because I think it can help you set the right bar of like expectations. But for us, like we were like, oh, okay, we're only going to pay them like $3 an hour or $4 an hour. It's fine. Like they're good enough. And I think that was like the problem, like just like the good enough part. And so I think really like however they decide to hire, but like really setting like a good standard of like, okay, like this person, like I really want to work with, like I'm excited to give them these like projects or tasks or whatever it may be. Because I think if you're having to like teach them everything or you're kind of resistant to delegating, then you made the wrong hire. Because I think, yeah, at the end of the day, that's they're supposed to be taking stuff off your plate instead of you actually just continuing to do it because you don't trust them. I think that's one big piece is kind of a mental shift. So I think the second thing is like creating a case study. And so the case study is obviously like an important piece that you want like to make sure that they can demonstrate like that they're capable. But I think probably the more important part is actually like hopping on a call with them or a Skype call and then having them walk through the case study with you on the phone. I think that's super, super important because it teaches like, how like actually explains how they're thinking about it, how good their communication skills are. I think that's another big piece that we've kind of added to our process, which really helps us hire better. And then the last thing is like kind of like, all this stuff has been done before. So you don't have to like, create everything from scratch. I would really like, as you're kind of building out teams, like really look at books like Who and Top Grading, which are probably two of the most famous books around like recruiting, and take a lot of their templates, look at like their process, and then instead of just trying to come up with your own ideas, like use theirs as a model, and then kind of innovate from there. Figuring out like, okay, well, I'm really good at the marketing side of like getting these products launched, so maybe I need to like bring somebody in to help me with like the product selection and sourcing piece, or like vice versa. I think cash flow is going to be like a big thing, making sure that you have enough cash